Hello everyone, welcome to Cybrosys Technologies. In today's video, we'll be discussing about the expected features of Odoo 20, and we can say that this is the upcoming feature in the Odoo 20, and right now it is available in the Odoo 19.1. The first feature that we are going to discuss over here is from the inventory module, and let's dive into the inventory module. So we have the product replenishment in the Odoo. Now, the product replenishment, that is the order and the order to maximum button, have been consolidated into a single button in the replenishment dashboard. You can get the replenishment from the operations and you can just move on to the replenishment under the requirement section. So as you just move on here, you would be able to find different products which are available. I would like to consider the product which is bottle. So as you just consider the product bottle, here you can see that we have the button called order. So till the Odoo 19, we had two buttons called the order and order to max. But in Odoo 19.1, it has been just consolidated and set as one button, and that is simply known as order. So replenish product up to maximum quantity set. If a quantity to order has been manually forced, this quantity will be ordered instead. So once it's 10, you can see that we don't have any on-hand quantity or forecasted quantity. You can see that you can just choose the route over here. So I would like to set the route as buy, and afterwards you can set the minimum quantity or maximum quantity. So right now I have set the quantity as maximum as 10 over here. So once it's 10, you can just click on order and you can see that there is no matching vendor price to generate the purchase order for product bottle, and no vendor defined, minimum quantity not reached, and date not valid. So we just need to manage with all those details. So let's move on to the internal link of the product to set up with the price. So here I'd like to set the price of the product as $10, and under the purchase tab we can just designate a vendor. So once it's 10, you can just back and just manage with the product. So let's say the product will have $9, and let's save it, and let's back to the replenishment order, and again let's try to purchase the item. So here you can just go ahead. So here you can see that the purchase order is being generated over here. So as you just move on to the purchase module, you can see that the purchase order will be generated with the quantity 10 over here, because we have only set the maximum quantity over there, and which is 10. Now let's move on to the rest of the features. Now let's consider the manufacturing module. So we have almost 3 features which is available in the Odoo 19.1, and I have already discussed about the generation of load numbers and serial numbers when closing the manufacturing order, as well as splitting of the manufacturing order in the previous parts of the expected features of Odoo 19.1. So you can just refer that video for further information regarding the expected features. Now let's move on to the manufacturing module. From the manufacturing module, now we are going to discuss about the manufacturing orders planned as soon as possible. So here you can see that we have the manufacturing orders. You would be able to see the manufacturing orders, and as you just move on here, you can see that the date over here with the last month, today, tomorrow, and everything. So manufacturing orders are now planned as soon as possible by default. So when multiple orders are planned, their sequences in the list determines scheduling priority. So in this case, you can see that I would like to consider this manufacturing order, and let me also consider the other manufacturing order. For that, you can choose the bill of material. Let's say it's drawer. So once you have just done with it, ensure that you have the working orders over there. So we don't have the work orders under that. We just need to set the operation. So let's move on to the operations, and first let me set the operation over here, which is assembling, and you can choose the bill of material. So over here you would be able to see that we have the bill of material. You can choose a working center. I'd like to set the working center as assembly 1, and once it's 10, you can just move on to the operations and consider the manufacturing order. So you would be able to see that we have created the manufacturing order with the date of today, and one is for tomorrow. So once it's 10, ensure that you have a valid work order over here. Okay, so here we just need to choose it. So let me choose the work center or you can add the product once more. Okay, let me add it, and let's save the changes that we have made. And you can see that the operation has been popped over here. That is, the work order has been popped over here. Now, what we are just going to do is that you can consider both um, the, uh, I mean, you can see we are just going to set the priority. So, as I'm just keeping the priority as urgent over here, you can see you can choose all those and you can click on plan. So this will plan even if we have multiple orders, and the planning will be done accordingly. So currently you can see that we have just done with it, and you can just go with the further process. So you would be able to see that we have confirmed the order, and you can see one is available and one is not available. This is not available over here. That's the table because we don't have the component like over here. So let's just update the quantity. Okay, let me update the quantity as 4. So once it's done, you can save the changes that you have made. And if the quantities are available, we'll be able to manufacture the item. So you can see one is scheduled for February 3, and the component status is also shown over here. So currently you can see that we have simultaneously planned the order even if we have multiple orders over here. So that will check the availability, and you can see that we have just planned multiple orders. So that's the other expected feature of Odoo 19.1. And now let's move on to the the purchase module. So we can just edit the expected arrival date. So as we just move on to the purchase module, here you can see that when you just create a new purchase order, you can see we have the expected arrival date of the product. So I would like to consider the product over here as acoustic block screen. So once it's done, you can save the changes that you have made. You can set the quantity that you want to purchase and click on confirm. So once you save this, you can see that we have the expected arrival as February 3 over here. So let me save the changes. So in Odoo 19.1, you can edit the expected arrival dates for goods directly from the purchase order while keeping track of the original rate provided by the vendor to ensure accurate on time delivery rate calculation. Okay, so once it's done, you can see that if you just want to confirm the order, you can just do it. And after confirmation also, you can see we'll be getting the option to change the expected arrival. So you can just do that, and you can just go ahead with further process. Now let's move on to the sales module. So in the sales module, we can actually edit the product variant price. So this edit the sales price of the product variants directly. So here let's move on to the sales module. So from the sales module, I would like to consider a product which is having a variant. So here we have the product that are having multiple variants. So in previous version, actually, we were not having that feature to manage with the price of the variants. So I would like to consider the product which is black embroidered t-shirt, which is having 8 variants. So let me choose it. So once it's been selected, you can see that this will have the price as 25 over here. But I would like to set 23 as the price of the variant with the size small. So you can actually do that, and this would help the business to easily manage with the prices. So we know that whenever the uh, textile shops textiles try to purchase sells the item with small size, it will be having lesser cost as we just compare with the double XL or triple XL and all. So it's not, they will not be setting the same price for every variance, right? So here you can see that the sales price is given as $25. And upon moving on to the product attribute, you can see it over here. So we can just move on to configure over here. And when you just consider the product, the size small, you can see that we have the name, and if we just want to use the free text that allows to set their own value, you can just enable this field. And if you just want to add any extra prices, you can also just set that. But the thing is that here we will be getting the option to set the price of the product. That's the separate price of the product. Now, yeah, here is not the settings. You can just move on to the variants and you would be able to see that the sales price of the product is being given over here. I'd like to change the sales price of the product over here as 23. Now let me save it and let's change further changes over here, which is 25, and again let me change it as 26. Okay, and let's say the other price is 26.50. Okay, 26.50. Now let me save it. So once it's done, now what we are just going to do is that we are just going to consider as quotation. So you can click on new button and let's create a quotation for the customer Openwood, and you can choose the product, which is black embroidered shirt. So as you just search for the product black embroidered shirt, you'll be getting the variant over here. So here you can see that including the tax, I think the amount is just showing as 29.90 over here. So when you just go with a size small, you can see the price over here. And again, if you just go with medium, you can see the other price. And if you're just going with large and all, you can see the prices over here. So let me choose it, choose the price of the product. And yeah, let's see why we are getting the other amount, which is 29.90 over here. Let's move on to the internal link of the product. And let me remove this price and the tax. And let's move on to the variance. So as you just move on to the variance, here you can see as you just remove that, the prices will not be visible over here. Okay, so let me set the price separately over here as again 25 and 26, 27 separately. Okay, so once it's done, you can just move on with the product over here, and let's back. Yeah, let me re-add the product. Now still there is a change in the amount. Okay, no worries. You can see, I mean, you'll be, the intention of this video is that in Odoo 19.1, you'll be getting the option to set the price separately. So that's the other change. So when you choose different products, you can, I mean, different variants, you can see that the price will be actually changing for the variants. Now let's consider the quotation template option. So you can just move on to the other quotation, and let's create a new quotation by clicking on new. You can choose a customer. Let's say Azure Interior is the customer. I would like to consider the quotation over here as the office furniture, and we can set the subsections as well as options like hidden price and hidden compositions, and which are now available in the quotation template. So here you can see that we can add the subsection upon clicking on add a section. That will let you to add the section. So let me provide a section, which is a subsection, and here you can see that upon clicking on the three dots, if you just want to hide the composition, we'll be getting the option to hide the composition. Currently you can see that under the regular section, two components are just hidden. Now if you just want to just show the composition, you can easily show it, and likewise if you want to just hide the prices, you can also just do that. Okay, so these options are right now available over here, and if you want to just remove the hiding of the prices, you can also just remove it over here. So I don't need to hide the composition, so it will be showing over here. Now here you can see that we can just simply click on here, and yeah, these are some of the changes that you can find under the Odoo 19.1, and we can say that these are some of the expected features of Odoo 20. So that's all for today. If you find this video informative, please do like, share and subscribe our channel. If you want Odoo customization, Odoo implementation and Odoo tutorial videos, feel free to contact Cybrosys, and thank you for watching the video.